All right, let's talk about it. Where we are right now currently, and what is the current state of the Sacramento Kings, and what is the decision going to be moving forward. Sacktown, what is going on? Sacktown Pete back at it again. I've been wanting to make this video for quite some time, and today I had the time to make this video. The Sacramento Kings are currently 16 and 24. They are 11th in the Western Conference, and they are not that good of a basketball team. Let's just face it. As much as I want this team to go on a 5 to 7 game win streak and to turn their season around and to get back in the hunt and to be close to 500 basketball, the reality is that they're not good enough. They're not good enough to go on a 5 to 7 game win streak, and they're not good enough to be around 500 basketball. We've seen it to this date, and we've continued to see it the past seasons, and it's very disappointing and frustrating to come out and say that, because obviously what I want as badly as what you guys want, and that is to see a winning basketball team. Um, it's clear that they got their work cut out for them. Do you make a franchise altering, changing move, knowing the fact that Alvin Gentry may not be your long term coach? That is the question I wanted to ask, and I think I may have the answer to that. Um, it can go both ways. Do you keep De'Aaron Fox? Do you keep Tyrese Halliburton? Do you build around both of those guards? Do you keep Davion Mitchell? Yes, you should keep Davion Mitchell. Uh, Rashawn Holmes, Marvin Bagley, Buddy Hield. What is the current status of what is going on with that? You have pieces to move, but the ultimate goal should be you should continue to build around De'Aaron Fox and Tyrese Halliburton. Um, build around them. I mean, we saw it last night that they can. Excuse me. We saw it the other night that they can build, that they can play together. They can play pretty damn well together. They combined for 54 points the other night against the Hawks, and I don't know why you'd want to trade a Fox or a Halliburton if they could both play really well together, and they can coexist with one another. Just drives me crazy to seeing this stuff online and on social media that one has to be traded and you can't keep both. So back to the question. This is why I feel like Monty McNair, Sacramento Kings GM, wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't make any big altering moves, because Alvin Gentry may not be your long term coach. And hear me out on this, guys. Even if you do make a franchise altering move, or if you make a game changing move, uh, and Alvin Gentry's not the long term coach, you bring in the coach and his coaching staff after the season. They're gonna want to bring in their own players and king out the roster as well, right? I mean, you would expect that would happen with the new coaching staff and a new head coach. This is why I was very critical of Monty McNair firing or bringing back Luke Walton this season. Just seems like it's a wasted season, in my opinion, because you fired Luke Walton early on the season after a rough start. Actually, not even a rough start. It was actually a decent start, but then things got rough after the first 10 games, and I feel like you giving up on the season because Luke Walton, you let him go. Alvin Gentry has taken over, and on resume, Alvin Gentry is a better coach than Luke Walton. His resume speaks for itself. But I feel like if Monty McNair could have done that in the summer, it probably would have been a lot better, because it's like anytime you fire a coach during the midst of a season, it just feels like you need to you should have pulled the plug in the off season. So now it's like, fast forwarding time after this season, if Alvin Gentry is not your head coach long term, the Sacramento Kings, Monty McNair's going to bring in his coach and his coaching staff, and I feel like because of that, this might be more of a reboot. And you guys don't understand is that it takes time to build a program. Yeah, I know you guys probably heard me say that so many freaking times in the past, but the reality is that it takes a couple years for a coaching staff and for a coach and his coaching staff to build a program. I mean, it took Dave Yeager, 3 years to see where the Kings were, and in Dave Yeager's third year, he took the Sacramento Kings team to their best season in 13 years. Ended up winning 39 games and 42 losses that year, and they were so close to breaking the drought. So my point is, yes, I do want the change for a better. I do want the Sacramento Kings to make a move, but I don't know if this is going to be the move where you make right now because you don't have a long term coach. Um, Nothing against Alvin Gentry. I've said this previously before. Fantastic guy, great coach. I would love to have him be the guy moving forward and turn this thing into a winning, contending playoff caliber team. Um, I don't know if he is the long term answer is what I'm saying, and I feel like because of that, the Sacramento Kings may not make a trade at all. If I'm being honest, guys. I mean, yeah, you have Buddy Hield, you have Marvin Bagley, you have other pieces that you could potentially move, but I feel like I don't think that's gonna happen, knowing that you don't have a long term coach. And maybe I'm just thinking the other side. Maybe Alvin Gentry is a long term coach. Maybe they do make some trades before the deadline, and they do make a altering change, which could change the dynamics of their core, if that's what they believe what their core is. Talk about Fox, Halliburton, Mitchell, and Holmes, who are the only four guys that are viewed as the part of the core. Um, we'll see what happens, man. Honestly, I don't know if they will make a move. I don't know if they'll pull the plug. Yeah, maybe they might get a suitor with Buddy Hield. You might be able to package some of your expiring contracts, but at the same time, I don't think. I know you guys will probably want to hear this, but I don't think the Sacramento Kings or Monty McNair will make a big time move for the Sacramento Kings before the trade deadline. Maybe I could be wrong. In my opinion, I would love to see it happen for the better for this team moving forward. I don't want Fox or Halliburton involved in a trade because I feel like you build around those two. You don't trade one or the other. And they've shown that they can play together really well. And get them some help. Get them some help. We'll need a rim protector. We'll need an all-star caliber talent to put with the Fox and Halliburton. If you guys been watching me, if you guys been following me for a while, the whole summer I've been saying, put a legit third piece around Fox and Halliburton. And the Kings have yet to do that. And I'm hoping that they do that eventually. If Alvin Gentry is your guy moving forward, then yeah, you do that. But if he's not, then you may have to hold off and wait on it because reality is a new coach that you bring in with this coaching staff, 99% of the time they're going to want to bring in the players that they want to bring in. So we're in a tough spot. Very unfortunate, very shitty to be in a tough spot like this. I'm still a loyal diehard fan, just like you guys. It sucks that the losing will continue, and it may continue for a couple seasons until we figure it out, internally. But one day, man, when that one day comes, when we clinch that playoff spot and when we're a playoff caliber team, it's gonna be a great day. It's gonna be a great day, and I'm hoping that it happens in our lifetimes, and I'm hoping that it happens in my lifetime. Because the last time I seen the Sacramento Kings be a playoff caliber team, I was 16 years old. I was in high school, a junior in high school. I'm currently 32 years old. So in my whole 20s, didn't get to see my team become a playoff team, and currently they're not a playoff caliber team. So all I want is to see this team improve as the season goes on, become ultimately a playoff caliber team moving forward. And that might not happen this year, but one day it will be. The Sacramento Kings will be a playoff caliber team. So with that being said, let me know your guys' thoughts on this right here. I love interacting with you guys in the comment section. It's really cool to communicate and interact with you guys. If you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. Please hit the like and subscribe. I'll greatly appreciate it. And yeah, man, I'm looking forward to today's game against the Nuggets. We'll see how that goes. And moving forward, I'm looking forward to seeing the Sacramento Kings do any trades before the trade deadline. So with that being said, that's going to do it for me for today's video, guys. I'll catch you guys in the post game. You guys take care. Have a good day. Keep pushing forward. God bless. I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.